dripping with age and annual facelifts, the white walls of the doctor's office droop in a tired tan color. A room with all mommies in chairs and nurses running around is where my mommy comes every couple of days. Skipping next to Mom and the stroller, we continue to the counter with all the pictures of babies. I look around the room. There are all the frames and posters formerly leaning on the wall, hoping to offer transfixing information. Sharply, wind fills my lungs as I spy the TV in the corner. Rushing over to the area where a seat was not filled with an expanding belly, I plop down and glue my eyes to the screen. Searching over my shoulder, Mommy maneuvers her way to me. The stroller, with my brother, Christoph, rolls over bags. Sliding downward as fast as her round stomach lets her, she sits next to me. Leaning over, she whispers, "Are you excited to see your new sister on the machine?" Boiling excitement rushes up through me as I nod my head shyly, realizing finally the number of people in the room. Now, all I had to do was wait. 3 months later, my sister was brought into the world, and I showered her with kisses and hugs. Any addition to the family is exciting, but what also comes with the memory of receiving my sibling is the tidbit I learned about myself after Charlotte was born. When my mom had to go to the doctor's office for me, taking ultrasounds and tests, there was speculation that I might have Down syndrome. Mom laughed and said, "And we would have loved you even if you did have Down syndrome." "Yes, Mom, but what about all the other babies who didn't have Down syndrome? What happened to them?" Well, 92% of these babies are killed. I survived in the 8%. So many times with all the nerves and hormones, pregnancy is a taxing period in a mother's life. When the doctors taking examinations on the progression of the baby add to the stress of the situation by saying, "I have news, your child has the possibility of having Down syndrome," they proceed only to have another test where 1 in 250 babies die. As a comparison, if on every commercial plane to take off, 1 person perished, that is the risk a mother is agreeing to confirm her child has an extra chromosome. Most doctors offer the option of an abortion or abandoning their child instead of supporting the mother. It causes the integrity of the Hippocratic oath sincerity to be undermined. My mother was strong enough to not allow this piece of news to disrupt her faith in the fact that this baby is going to be a blessing, no matter what. But when a single parent who is alone hears this news, being scared could not begin to describe the sentiments of the mother. Half of abortions are performed on single parents, and the other half are just mothers who don't want a complication, their child, to disrupt their life. So how many more babies have been killed with excuses of not being able to care for the baby? It is too much of a responsibility, or it might not come out right. There have been 56 million of these excuses made since 1973, and each one has represented the life that was not even worth a second thought. How many mothers and fathers have had to trod with the mental backpack which becomes heavier and heavier with doubt and worry as years whisk by and their child is gone. Many people doubt a child can have a heartbeat at 6 weeks, or the organs are fully formed at 10. I know this is to be true because it is scientifically proven, but because I was there. I was once a baby, and I had a discrepancy. But I made it into this crazy and chaotic planet, healthy and beautiful. From the book The Giver, a baby named Gabe also has a problem. But Jonas, the protagonist, says this: Gabe, the new child stirred slightly in his sleep. Jonas looked over at him. There could be love, Jonas whispered. There can always be love and acceptance. It just takes a little hope in the unexpected. That was what my parents took. Thank you.